Hello and welcome to the channel, BOBSALES, this time's next year. So let's have a quick talk about Decon UK, shall we? So in this video we're going to go over a little bit about the Decon drops, we're going to go over about the Decon event in the UK, and we're going to go over about a few artists that are speaking at the event, a few artists that will be at the event, so hopefully they might be the ones to keep an eye out for. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So as you're all aware now, I am actually attending the UK Decon. It's going to be a pleasure to do so, and I'm sorry if you can't make it, but I will be there for you. I will try and get as many recordings as possible, as many videos as possible. So hopefully that'll give you a little idea of what happened at the event. So as you can see on the screen, we have a full schedule for Saturday and Sunday. Now on the Saturday, it does actually start at 9 AM for VIP holders, so the 2-day ticket holders like myself. But I can't imagine there weren't a lot of people that purchased the 2-day tickets for the events. Tickets weren't overly expensive, I think it was 45 quid for each ticket. Now as you can see on screen, we got multiple speakers at the event, multiple partners at the event, and we have VeVe at the event. Now the one thing you do notice about this is every speaker has a half-hour implement. Now, of course, I assume you don't have to actually see the speakers if you don't really want to. You could probably just cruise the event itself and go around the stalls. Now, like most of you, I've got no idea what to expect, no idea what art I'm going to see, and no idea if any of it's going to relate to me whatsoever. The only thing I'm there for is VeVe. So one of the speakers I wanted to mention was the London Police. And you're going to know why I mentioned this, because I am UK, I am British, so this kind of relates to us. Now the art itself, I'm not really sure about the art itself. It seems that he's added a load of smiley faces into a lot of artworks. And that definitely seems to be the main thing. But this artist has definitely got one of the funniest bios I've ever read in my life. So I don't ever do a lot of reading over the channel, so I'm going to read this to you, so bear with me. The London Police is an art collective started in 1998 when two English geezers headed to Amsterdam to rejuvenate the streets. So for some reason they thought Amsterdam needed a makeover, and that's how they started the street art. But for me that has got to be one of the funniest bios I've ever read in my life, so please go and read this bio. Ever since that, this group has travelled to 35 other countries at least, doing shows, events and all sorts. So of course one of the other special guests we have to mention is Dr. A. Again, this is another English artist, and the work is very impressive with this guy. Now, I do actually know this guy, and he does make a lot of steampunk looking metal collectible figurines. And I do actually really like some of these, so I may, if I can find one cheap enough, pick one of these beauties up. But we shall see. But if you have been looking at events like me, like the Decon event online, you will actually see a lot of these collectibles in a lot of them videos. You seem to be able to get these in all sorts of price range, from a couple of grand to literally 30, 40 pounds. So hopefully we'll be able to pick one of these up, because I do really want one of these for my shelf. These could actually go in VeVe and fit in VeVe pretty well as NFTs. They do have their own name. They are called the Mectorians, which I think is pretty cool. If you like steampunk, if you like metal, if you like, this is probably the collectible for you. Now, as I said before, there is something special about this special guest speaker. Of course, he also makes the badges. So we get special badges for different access passes at the event, and they're actually made from this artist himself. So the next artist speaker that we'll be seeing at Decon is Thumbs. Now with Thumbs, a lot of you will like Thumbs' artwork because it is a lot of stuff we are used to seeing. A lot of Mickey Mouse, a lot of the Simpsons, even Pokemon cards that look to be in the style of Simpson characters. Again, British born artist. He used to be a skater quite a lot in his young years, hence a lot of the graffiti artwork. Now I have looked at some of the shop, and he does have a lot of items ranging from a lot of different prices. And you already may have seen some of his artwork in some of the videos from last year's Decon, but yeah. So for the giveaway this time, in the comments section, write anything in the comments and you're going to be entered in the wheel for the giveaway. Now for the giveaway, when I go to Decon, I am actually going to try and pick up some of these Pokemon cards. Now they're not the most expensive thing in the world, but they're definitely really cool to give out. So I'm going to get a few for myself, and I'm going to get a couple for giveaways. So for this giveaway, you will be winning one of these. Now, if I do not get one of these, I will fill in the giveaway with something else. But I will be aiming for the giveaway to be giving away one of these. As I said, this guy is speaking at the event. Now, this is probably one we're not going to see in VeVe, because most of the artwork I can imagine would be copyright issued. Kind of like Matt Gondike's. which is why when we got artwork from Matt Gondike, we got the horrible weapon rack. Probably because it was the only thing that weren't already copyrighted. Well, with copyright issues, shall we say. We did also get the Matt Gondike artwork that clearly had Mickey Mouse's eyes in. So who knows with this one. If his artwork did come to VeVe, it would be very sought after because this artwork is very good. I mean, he does t-shirts, Pokemon cards, artwork. He does some really, really fascinating, cool stuff. So anyway, that's the artists I'm going to mention today. Now let's get into some VeVe drops. So now we're out of all that artist malarkey, let's have a look at the actual VeVe drops themselves, the designer-con drops themselves. So you know me, I'm sticking to my guns like always. Alright, I might be a bit biased, I am going to this one. But I do not like decon drops usually. I do not normally go for decon drops usually. Once the event's over, they normally get forgot about and left in the store. So with that being said, I'm going to try and take an unbiased opinion and have a look at these drops. So as you can see, the first one is the Scott Tolson designer-con logo. Now we have got versions of these already in the app, and they have been dumped in the app and left behind after the events have been gone and forgot about. With that being said, this is one of the cheapest of the bunch. It is 25 gems list price, and there is only about 3,000 editions. So overall, this should be a good drop. I will get it just for the fact I'm British. As in the aftermarket, this will get forgot about and this will get left behind. One of the drops I do like is this hype one. Now, I don't know whether it's hype boy, hype bay, hype what. So for now, just forgive me if I just call it hype. Now looking at this drop itself, I would say this is probably one of the better ones out of the bunch. I do actually like all of these and the list price is cheap. 25 gems, I think that's easy profit with this one. I do actually really like these ones. Very low editions, but I do like these ones. For me, that would definitely be the one to make profit on if you're going for profit only. Definitely would be the one to go for. The next drop on the agenda is the X Large Running Monkey. Now, Running Keith is a good collectible, does look really nice. The animation does look quite cool, but I do think the Ultra Rare looks worse. They've sort of done the uncommon vibe with this one. Black version, black and grey, shall we say. So on this one, I think I would actually prefer the rare. The rare actually looks better, and I think it might actually sell for more just for that reason. Now, I've got to be honest, the box price isn't great. It's 50 gems. Now, it's neither here or there. This is a good collectible, but whether or not it's going to make money in the app, I really don't know with this one. So, but then again, it might come down to the edition size, because there looks to be 2,000 editions, just under. So with that could vary in the prices, that could affect it, but that could just keep its head above water. So the next drop is probably my favourite drop, the Valkyrie. And yes, I'm probably not saying that right. This artist is known for making contemporary styles mixed with the female body, as you can see by some of these images right now. Now this is going to be a mixed vibe, mixed bag with this one. Not to everyone's taste, but I think this could get good prices. Female body always sells well. You do get a lot of fantasy art, fantasy fairies, fantasy vampires, so it's on them sort of lines. Now I must say, any of these rarities look really cool, to be honest. Would actually have any of them, they're all pretty cool. I think my favourite out of the lot would be Leo, the rare. But with this one, the box price is 65 gems. We're starting to get up there, guys. So will this one stay in profit, or will this one get dumped? Now with this piece, it is a very special couple of pieces there in my opinion. I can see this staying above box, but who knows with the way the market is right now. It's already been a funny old day, put it that way. Again, the editions are very low with these ones, and they are very unique. Definitely give me the vibe of the Dragon Girl, what we already have in the VeVe app, which right now one of them sitting at 36 gems. So if that's a price gauge, I don't know. Of course, we do have some more drops to get through. I have only done one drop day so far, so we've got a lot to get through, so I'm going to go through these pretty quick. Taking a look at the screen, we have some Lincoln design skateboards for you again. Some different verities, some really nice ones. But right now, the skateboards are not doing too great. They're fallen down with most of the other grails. Now, these are not grails, but they was sitting at a good price. As we're all aware, prices have gone down a lot recently on a lot of high price stuff, so these have not been missed. Now the box price in these is 40 gems, and I do like the box price on these, and I do think you'll make a profit on these based on the first series that we have. Now the value of these will be a bit higher, in my opinion, as they are VeVe Pacific drops. The first variant is the VeVe Search Party. Then we have VeVe Outdoor Guide. And then of course we've got the VeVe Grind. And then of course we have the Secret Rare, which is the VeVe Search Party pattern. Probably my least favourite out of all of them. But they're very VeVe specified. So with these, I definitely think adding the VeVe names to these definitely adds collectability to these in my eyes. And I will be going for a couple of these. Some killer names right there for some drops. Next drop on the list, we have the TNES. Does that remind anyone else of a SNES? Super Nintendo, or is it just me? Of course, it doesn't look like one, but it definitely sounds like one in the name. Again, the list price is 30 gems for this one. That's neither here or there, but for me, I think this should have been around about 15, 20 gems. For me, this is definitely not my favourite, and probably I'll be saving my gems for this one. Now, it's definitely not the worst, don't get me wrong, but there is definitely better drops than this decon event. Next one up, we have Sawyer Mill. Now, this is one of the female artists we have. The piece itself only has 1,188 editions. So very low on this one. The box price is 65 gems. And the art piece itself does look pretty cool, does look pretty smooth. But for me, I think I could save my gems and buy something 10 times better. People are definitely going to have to pick and choose what they're going to have this weekend. Because unless you've got unlimited sources, you are not going to be able to go for every single drop. Now, the next one on the list, I do like this one. The Human. Chrysalis, I believe that's pronounced. Yes, I apologise if I'm killing all the pronunciations of all these words. Now, the big thing that sticks out on this one is 120 gems box price. There is 1,288 editions. But that is a very expensive box price right there. I do think this has something to do with the AR functionality. In this one, it does actually descript it as being an immersive show using video projection technology and AR. Now, this is a piece done based on COVID, on the effects of COVID over the last couple of years. And apparently this is describing how the walls of our houses acted as protection. On them sort of lines anyway. I do remember the Medium article saying about the light shifting and it changes perspective of the piece. Guess what, guys? We are finally there. That is the decon drops done, what we know of. So let's get into something else just now and wrap this video up. So of course there has been more comic books today, more drops. Amazing Spider-Man 300 has just dropped, which I did get some juju and I did get the uncommon. I actually sold my 3-digit uncommon for 100 gems. I probably sold it too quick. But at the same time, I made a quick 100 gem profit. Brought a common with that. And then sold that common, which I brought for 35 gems. I sold that for 80 gems. And now it's currently on the way back down. So in my case, the drop's gone pretty well today. And we do now know that we have Doc Ock coming to the app. And yes, that was me breaking something. But as I was saying, we do have Doc Ock coming to the app, and he is animated. So the superstars can be happy with finally getting an animation. Now, I have been going for a while now, and I did want to keep this video to decon alone, so I won't go into too much details about the other drops. And there are plenty of other people you can follow to find out more about those drops. So before I love you and leave you, I'm going to play you a quick 5-minute video from the decon last year. So hopefully this will get you hyped for the event if you're going for the event. Hopefully it will give you some expectations of what to look forward to. Bear in mind there was no VeVe at this event, so it did look a bit smaller. I'm hoping this event's going to be bigger because we have the VeVe team there. So with that being said, if you're not interested at all, I've been your host, BOBSALES. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace. And of course, if you are interested, please watch the video and enjoy. A peace.
Welcome to Design-a-Con 2021 in London. So Design-a-Con London is a street art, collectible toy, all things arty basically fair happening at XL London. Konnichiwa. 私たちはジャパンセンターブックショップです。私たちはイラストブックやアニメのグッズを販売しています。また遊びに来てください。
DesignCon 2021, having a great time, spent way too much money, and we were lucky enough to get one of these guys.
Hey, I'm Gary from the Toy Chronicle. I'm here at DesignCon London at DXL, and we are selling some of the most amazing designer toys from around the globe. Rock on!
Angelus Paint are the brand leaders in artist paint for trainers, and we're supporting all the artists here who are customizing the trainers and the sneakers from all over the UK. And basically this is a classic example of the fantastic art that is being produced by all the talented artists around the country.
I try to make, as many different designs as possible. Every design is custom made, one of a kind. You can't find it anywhere else. The paints that I use are by Angelus Direct, which are specifically made for shoes, so they are durable. You can wear them in the rain, you can wash them as many times as you want.
We're super geeky, we're a soft vinyl toy wiki, so we catalogue lots of artists, lots of toy platforms.
I'm a screen printer and I've brought my crazy weird little screen prints with me here. And I've got some special kind of sticker packs here that I've made, I've screen printed. One nice kind of like un-PC work as well.
Every day I go into the shop and I sit surrounded by all these amazing toys that people have made around the world, and it's crazy, but it is the dream.
And we're the official VIP sponsor of DesignCon London 2021. All the work is kind of just drawn freehand as I go, imagining and thinking of different stuff. That's why it's all weird and left fields.
We're here at DesignCon. It's been a blast today, and if you're not here, you're missing out.
I'm Funds. I'm here at DesignCon. I'm a London-based artist. I primarily do pop culture and nostalgic artwork, so bring in a new lease of life to pre-existing cartoons.
For someone like myself who, when I was a kid, I used to go to my local comic book store in Notting Hill, and although I was never really sort of like brave enough to chat to the guys there, I always felt like they kind of knew me or accepted me, even like as a 10 or 11-year-old kid.